Today I thought we would do some breathing exercises and focus primarily on the sun salutations. The sun salutation is kind of like the main framework of a lot of yoga practices that you do in modern studios. So I thought what we could do is kind of run through that as a sequence, and then I can kind of show you, and we can do what I call, and quite a few people call, the minimum daily requirement, which is a really nice way if you don't have time to do a full hour's class. You could kind of jump on the mat and do 20-25 minutes breathing and a bit of a sun salutation workout. So it's a nice way to get the body moving without having to attend like a full hour and a half class. So we'll start with doing some breathing exercises. So come to a comfortable seated position. It could be with your legs crossed. You can sit up on your knees if that feels more comfortable, or if you want, you can sit like this with a cushion underneath. It's just finding a place where you can kind of really expand the rib cage, really feel the drawing down of the diaphragm without feeling too compressed, and just a comfortable seated position. So sitting here, I want you to draw your shoulder blades back and down. Place the hands on the thigh or on the knees if you're sitting with a crossed leg. We're going to close our eyes and we're just going to start to bring the awareness to our breath. Not altering the breath yet, just noticing how you're breathing today. Are you holding a lot of tension in your breath? Are you breathing primarily just in your chest? Or do you feel that you are expanding already into the diaphragm, into the stomach? As you inhale, I want you to feel the lengthening of the spine, almost like there's a bit of string on the crown of the head, just drawing that spine taller. And as you exhale, not losing that architecture of the spine, just keeping nice and tall. Slowly starting to add a little bit of rhythm to the breath. Maybe that's a count of 3 or 4 if you want to challenge yourself today. Trying to stay throughout the practice, breathing in and out of the nose. Inhale, really trying to draw the breath down into the stomach, expanding the rib cage. On the next inhale, feeling it expanding to the sides, each individual rib spreading wider. Inhale, still trying to lengthen that spine, not losing that architecture. Placing the left hand on the chest, right hand on the stomach. What I want you to do is on the inhale, try and inhale straight to the stomach first, so that you're expanding that stomach first, then the chest as you hit maximum capacity of the lungs. And then as you exhale, you lower and exhale through the stomach first, then lowering the chest. Noticing how this deepens the breathing. You may struggle with this to begin with, but as you practice this more regularly, you'll find that deeper belly breathing becomes more natural to you. and that actually during the day you'll tend to breathe a little bit more deeply without even realizing it. A few more rounds of breath here. Just noticing how already you feel more calm, more grounded, and how just focusing on the breath for just literally 4 or 5 minutes can help draw away kind of any stresses or anxieties that you're feeling. After the next exhale, placing the hands back down onto the thighs and just coming back to normal breath, but trying to maintain that inhale for 3 or 4. Exhale through the nose. And just bringing awareness to how that's made the body feel slightly different. Blinking the eyes open. We're going to inhale, raise the arms up above the head. Interlace the fingers, pushing the palms towards the sky. So we want to be careful that we're not drawing the shoulders up by the ears. We want to create space but lengthen the arms. Breathing here. Noticing after the breathing exercise if you feel like you've got extra capacity in those lungs. Every inhale, feeling you lengthen all the way up through the ribs. We're going to inhale, lengthen the arms one more time. Exhale, placing the right hand down next to us. Taking that left hand up and over. So we want to be careful that we don't crunch into this side. We still want to maintain that length and lean. Taking that arm up and over. If this feels comfortable, you can open up the chest towards the sky. Again, careful not to crunch this shoulder up by the ear. We want to create space. Inhale, coming back up through center. Exhale, place that left hand down beside you, taking that right arm up and over. Same as before, not crunching into the side. We want to lengthen the spine. Opening the chest towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Exhale, come back through. Coming on to tabletop position. Placing the hands so that the wrists are underneath the shoulders. We want the knees underneath the hips, creating a nice neutral spine, a nice line from the coccyx all the way through to the crown of the head. We're going to do a couple rounds of cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, lower the stomach, push the pelvis away, bring the gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we're going to tuck the pelvis, follow that curvature of the spine, bringing the gaze towards the navel. Inhale, draw the belly towards the ground. Exhale, rounding the spine, pushing that vertebrae towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. From here, we're going to come back to a neutral spine. We're going to walk the hands away from us, coming into a puppy pose. So if this is where you're at and this is where you feel comfortable, then that's fine because you're creating that nice curvature of the spine. If you can walk your hands further away, bringing the body down towards the mat, you'll create a nice curve in the spine, Opening the armpits, giving a nice stretch to the front of the body. Either resting the forehead on the mat or you can come up onto the chin. Breathing here. Inhale, walking the arms back towards the knees. We're going to bring the knees the width of the mat, toes touching, and we're going to draw the body down towards the chest, towards the mat, bringing the forehead to rest onto the mat. Just having a couple of breaths here, checking to make sure that you're keeping the breath the same inhale and the same exhale. So we're going to run through what we call the minimum daily requirement. So we've just done like a few stretches to warm the body up. But then we're going to prepare and come up to do 5 Sun A's and 5 Sun B's. So from here, I want you to bring the knees back together, tuck the back toes, push the pelvis up towards the sky, into our downward dog. So when we're in a downward dog, we'll talk about the alignment now quickly. We want the hands shoulder width distance apart. We don't want to be pushing through the wrists and putting a lot of pressure on the wrists. We want to push through the fingers. So obviously you don't need to be double jointed, but you need to just be pushing through the tips of the fingers and most of the pressure going through the thumb and the pinky. We want to draw the shoulder blades back and down and draw the shoulder blades so that they're not crunched up around the ears. You're creating space. The feet should be hip width distance apart. We don't have to have our heels touching the mat. The target area here is really the hamstrings. So I actually micro bend the knees and then tilt the pelvis further towards the sky to actually maximize that stretch. So we'll be doing this a lot in the next 10 minutes. So just kind of whenever we do come to a downward dog, just check your alignment, making sure you feel that hamstring stretch, and if not, making any adjustment you need. On the inhale, coming up onto our tiptoes, we're going to walk the feet towards the hands, taking opposite elbows, gently swaying from side to side, relaxing the upper part of the body, doing gentle yes/no motions with the neck, and then coming back to neutral. We're going to inhale, release the hands, slowly rolling up, coming up to Tadasana, raising the arms above the head in prayer. Exhale, bring the hands back down through center. So we're going to run through 3 versions of Sun A, and then once you know which one is your preference, we're then as a collective going to run through 5 on the breath. So version 1, which is if you're kind of a beginner or you're new to yoga or you maybe don't have the upper body strength for a full chaturanga yet, we're going to do kind of a knees, chest, chin, and then baby cobra. So we'll run through that together. So standing tall at the top of your mat, drawing the shoulder blades back and down. We're going to inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale, half lift. Exhale, place the hands on the mat. Keeping with that exhale, we're going to knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide the body up, keeping a bend in the arms, coming into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, and coming into downward dog, where we have 5 breaths here. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 5. Bending the knees. We're going to inhale, step to the front of the mat, half lift, hands on the mat or on the shins. Exhale, forward fold again. And then we're going to inhale, strong legs, come up. Exhale, Salutation. So the next option is kind of a level above that so that we can kind of almost half chaturanga, starting to build that strength in the upper body. So everything's cued on the breath. We keep to the breath count. Standing tall in Tadasana. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back, hands to the shins or the hands. Exhale, place the hands, step back. We're going to half chaturanga, so we're going to lower down, but lower the knees too. Inhale, upward facing dog. So the knees can be either down or to engage the core a bit more. We're going to raise them off the mat. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward dog. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 5. Bending the knees. We're going to inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale, raise the arms, strong legs. Exhale, Salutation. So the final option is full chaturanga, standing tall at the top. So even if you're not there yet, try and give it a go this time, but then when we do the 5 all together, you can kind of go with your variation. Standing strong at the front of the mat. Inhale, raise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, placing the hands, stepping back, chaturanga. So we want to tuck the elbows, engage the core. Inhale, upward facing dog, keeping those legs off the mat, open chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Checking our alignment here. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 5. Bending the knees. Inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, strong legs coming up standing. Exhale, Salutation. So now that we've done the 3 variations, yogi's choice, we're going to do 5 Sun Salutation A's on the breath. We're going to run through them. So coming to the top of the mat, checking our Tadasana, feet shoulder width apart, drawing the shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, raise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, place the hands, step back. Yogi's variation, chaturanga for me. Inhale, upward facing dog, keeping those legs strong off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3, checking feet. Exhale, 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Bending the knees, step or jump to the front of the mat. Half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up to standing. Exhale, Salutation. Number 2, inhale, raise. Exhale, forward fold, lengthening that spine. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale 1. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Inhale, stepping to the front of the mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, strong legs coming up. Exhale, Salutation. Inhale, raise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, step back with the exhale, do your variation. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Bending the knees, we're going to inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat, half lift, lengthening that spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raising the arms. Exhale, Salutation. 2 more, guys. Inhale, raise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Bending the knees, we're going to inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, strong legs coming up. Exhale, Salutation. Last one. Inhale, raise, strong arms. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, placing the hands, stepping back with the exhale, chaturanga, keeping those arms tucked. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Inhale 1, checking our alignment of our downward dog. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3, really tilting that pelvis. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Bending the knees. We're going to inhale, step to the front of the mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, drawing that forehead towards the shin. Inhale, slowly raising up. Exhale, Salutation. Nice work, guys. So then Sun Salutation B. So whichever variation of Chaturanga that you were using, you can use that for your next, for the next part of Sun B. But this time we actually add in Warrior Ones into the mix to kind of build a bit more heat. And we also have chair. So we're going to inhale, sitting back into our chair position. So we want to squeeze through the inner line, raise the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, step back. On that exhale, continue down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to inhale, step that front foot forward, lower that back heel, maintaining the inhale, raising the arms to Warrior One. Exhale, bringing the hands back down, Chaturanga, keeping that breath. Exhale, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward, raising the arms with the breath. Exhale, hands come down, frame the foot, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 5. Bending the knees, we're going to inhale, step to the front of the mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweeping up, coming into chair. Exhale, Salutation. 4 more. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lower that back heel, raise the arms with the breath. Exhale, bring those hands back down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, lower that back heel, raise the arms with the breath. Exhale, frame the foot, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 5. Bending the knees. We're going to inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, coming into chair. Exhale, extend the legs, hands come to heart center. 3 more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands on the mat or on the shins. Exhale, place the hands, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, strong legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot comes forward, lower that back heel, Warrior One. Exhale, frame the foot, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward, Warrior One. Exhale, lower those hands, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good work, guys, because I'm tired too. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Remember, micro bend the knees, tilt the pelvis. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Inhale, bending the knees, step into the front of the mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, lengthening the legs, Samasthiti. 2 more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold, hands come to the mat. Inhale, half lift, hands to shin or the mat. Exhale, place the hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lower that heel. Raise the arms, warrior 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot, lower that heel, warrior 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale 1. Inhale 2, focusing on the breath here. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Bending the knees. We're going to inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Samasthiti. 1 more. We are cooking on gas. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Lower that back heel. Strong warrior 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot. Lower that heel, warrior 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Bending the knees, we're going to inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale, coming up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, extending the legs, bringing the hands to heart center. Bringing the hands down to the side. Heel toe your feet so that they're hip width distance apart. Drawing the shoulder blades back and down. Closing the eyes. Trying to maintain that rhythmic breath again. Counting in your head to the count of 3 or 4. Starting to close the eyes if you haven't already. And just noticing how the weight shifts slightly between each foot. If you can, lifting up the toes. And maybe trying to put toes individually down back onto the mat, starting from the little toe all the way through to the big toe. Coming back to neutral. Bring the hands onto the chest. Just sending all that energy that you've just created inwardly, giving yourself gratitude, appreciation for what your body's just done. Collectively, we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Blinking the eyes open. Coming back to a seated position, comfortable on the mat. We're going to do a round of pranayama, of breathing work. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale for a count of 3. We're going to retain the breath for a count of 4. And then we're going to exhale for the count of 5. And then we're going to do that sequence 5 times over. So closing the eyes, finding a comfortable seated position. I like to place my hands on my knees. We're going to close our eyes. A couple of rounds of natural breath. We're going to start the pranayama now. So if we inhale, 1, 2, 3, retain the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Retain, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Retain, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Retain, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Retain, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Retain, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Natural breathing. So yogi's choice. We're going to probably go into Shavasana now for 5 minutes, or if you want you can stay in a meditation posture and spend the next 5 minutes in a meditation. So finding whatever feels comfortable for you. If you're lying down in Shavasana, letting the feet flop to either corner of the mat, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the brow, relaxing the jaw, making sure that the tongue isn't on the roof of the mouth. And just start to slowly come back to your natural breath. With every exhale, just feeling like you're letting go of any tension in the body. If any thoughts come into the mind, just on the inhale, allow them to float in, and exhale, just let them pass you by. Accepting whatever pops into the mind, but just not dwelling on it. Slowly bringing awareness back into the body. If you're in Shavasana, wiggling your toes, your fingers. Maybe bringing the feet together. Bring the arms up above the head for a full body stretch. And when you're ready, Slowly making your way, keeping your eyes closed, to a cross-legged position, sitting on the mat. Bringing your hands to heart center in a prayer position. For you to honour yourselves today for coming to the mat, dedicating this time to your practice, and any energy that you've cultivated today, sending it to yourself, sending it to loved ones that you're with, and those that at the minute we might not be able to be with. In this time, I want you to keep uplifted and positive. Bringing the hands, the thumb to rest on the third eye. Bowing forward. Namaste.